Hey Bandits fans, my name is Ryan Reed. I'm here with Bandits forward Jack Good. Jack, how has this week been for you?
It's been pretty good. It's been fun. Practice has been really good. Boys are working hard. Getting ready for a little back-to-back against Spruce Grove this weekend. It'll be a good one.
Awesome. And just being named that first star of the week for the BCHL, 4 goals, 4 assists over 3 games. How have your teammates helped you achieve that, and how have the teammates contributed to your recent success?
I think the big thing is just, our power play has been clicking. I think a lot of those came on the power play, and we some of them weren't pretty, but we found a way to put the puck in the net. So, it helps when you get to play with good line mates who can get you the puck to help you score, and who can bury the puck when you get it to them. So that helps a lot for sure. Yeah.
Have you noticed anything for yourself individually change over this recent stretch where you've been putting up a lot of points, or just like the puck's just starting to go in?
I'd definitely say the biggest thing for me is just a little bit of confidence. I found a little bit of confidence in my game, and also started to find myself getting into better areas to receive the puck, and working on my shot a little bit, get it off a little bit quicker. So just a lot of different aspects that kind of helped me this weekend, especially kind of get on the scoreboard more for sure.
One thing that's changed recently is Friedrich Albrecht's return from injury. Just maybe talk about him a little bit and just what he's meant to your line.
He's a very important player for our team, right? Like he's not the tallest guy, but he works extremely hard, and he's very physical. He lays the body, and you've seen over the last couple of weeks he creates a lot of offense through his physicality. He hits people and separates them from the puck, and that allowed us to score a few goals that ultimately can be the decision in the game. And he's great to play with. He's fun. He's smart. He's a good guy. So it's awesome having him back, and I think he's going to be a great value to my our line and our team in the playoffs for sure. So.
Does your individual and does the team mindset shift at all when you're going towards this home stretch towards the playoffs?
Not really. Like, it's something we've talked about as a team, since training camp even. Everything in the regular season is, practicing and trying to, fine-tune things so that when playoff time comes, we're ready to go. And I think that's what is, ultimately the difference maker when playoff time comes is, who's ready and who's prepared, and who's experienced things, adversity, and different things throughout the season that allows them to kind of, look back on and reflect on negatives and positives that happened throughout the season. So I think that's kind of where stuff has been going well for us.
You mentioned it's reflected when you've been through things and experienced things before. You've been through the playoffs with the Bandits twice now, once as an AP and then once last year. Does that have any effect on how you prepare and how it'll go?
Obviously I know, especially last year, like playoffs are a war, right? Like it's long, and you got to lean on each other for sure. It's something that especially kind of getting a little older and only got 1 year of junior left. These playoffs they're a grind, and they're fun. It's something you have to enjoy. So if you're never going to win if you don't enjoy doing it. And I think everybody in this room enjoys going to war together and battling for each other. So it's something that I've learned over the last couple of years, and I'm excited to go through it again.
Something that's changed scheduling-wise for this year's playoffs is having that Alberta division and having a winner of Alberta in the playoffs. Does that close scheduling that if you play Spruce Grove or Sherwood Park or Blackfalds or even Okotoks, how it's close? Last year you guys were playing West Kelowna, Penticton, and Chilliwack. That long distance there, does it have any impact when you're going only 3-4 hours each way for a playoff game?
A little bit. Like, obviously it's nicer to have less travel, but at the end of the day, we don't care who we play. Like, we know we're gonna have to beat the best of the best, no matter when we play them or who they are. So, we don't care. Whoever it is, we're gonna show up and we're gonna play Bandits hockey. So.
Is there anything in specific different about this team that you've noticed in contrast to past teams?
Not necessarily. It's the same. It's kind of the same every year. Like, we got a very tight-knit group of guys, and we live in a great community where everyone's so close together. It's not a very big town, so we're all able to hang out with each other all the time. So we're all very close, and we love each other so much. So we're very, very tight team for sure.
And first things first, we have this weekend with 2 big games against Spruce Grove. Do these games, playing against one team in your own division so many times in a short span, how does that affect the intensity of the game, and how does that affect the rivalry?
Well, obviously, I came to Brooks last year, but I know for a fact that, Spruce Grove and Brooks have had a bit of a rivalry going back like a decade almost. Like they played each other in, lots of AJHL finals. So, yeah, it's definitely a team that has each other's number for sure, Brooks and Spruce Grove. But yeah, playing each other a bunch in these like short couple of weeks, it's definitely ramps up the intensity of the game. You kind of remember things that are said more and things that are done more when it's done so tight together. So yeah.
What do you see as a key to victory for the Bandits to get 4 points this weekend?
I think we just got to play with speed. I think that's very important for us. Is if we can, push the pace for 60 minutes. I think we're a fast, skilled team. So if we can play with pace, it's going to be very hard for teams to keep up with us. And if we add on top of that our physicality on defense, then I think we're almost unstoppable. So
awesome. Well, thanks for your time, Jack, and we look forward to hearing from you soon.
of course, thanks for having me.